This presentation is going to be going over the positives of a 4-day work week.
This idea was first introduced by President Ronald Reagan in the late 1950s. At first, it did not gain much traction in the United States, but recently countries such as New Zealand, Japan, and Spain have been experimenting with a 4-day work week. There's been a lot of positives, but there is often a learning curve when organizations try to implement something new. Some reasons for a 4-day work week could include increased productivity, boosting employee morale, improving work-life balance, and decreasing company costs. Microsoft in Japan had tried doing a 4-day work week for 30 days in 2019. Employees were given Fridays off. What they had found was productivity had increased 40%. There was also an environmental benefit. Electricity costs went down about 23%, and paper printed in the office had also decreased by about 59%. Unilever is another company that has tried to implement a 4-hour work week. This is being done in New Zealand. The New Zealand Prime Minister, Jacinda Ardern, encouraged companies in New Zealand to reduce their hours to a 32-hour work week, as well as implementing a 4-day work week. This was meant to increase productivity, improve work-life balance, and as well as encourage domestic travel because the pandemic had hurt tourism.
Let's take a look at a company in the United States. Shake Shack tried to implement a 4-day work week for their managing team. They had their managing team work 10-hour shifts. They had tried this in Las Vegas. This is currently not a nationwide program, but it is being implemented in California, Texas, and Michigan. Shake Shack wanted to be a more competitive employer because their company keeps on growing, so they needed more managers to apply for their team. They had noticed that more people were applying because they were offering the 4-day work week. They had also found that employees are enjoying more time with their families, less money is needing to be spent in daycare. Shake Shack was also able to convert their beef supply tracking information electronically now using a computer software system. Another industry that is taking advantage of the 4-day workweek is the automotive industry. Mike Haley is a small automotive shop owner who went from having his employees work 6 days a week to now 4 days a week. He made this change by extending hours and adding an extra weekend day. He had done this because he wanted to implement a rotating schedule so his mechanics do not have to work every Saturday. Employees were skeptical of this at first. It took them about 90 days for everyone to fully jump on board. They had then found that their customers were happy because they had an extended time to bring in their vehicles or an extra day on the weekends. Mike Haley also found that his employees were a lot happier. There was reduced absences because they had an extra day during the week to get whatever they needed to do done. Overall, to wrap things up, a 4-day work week has a lot of positives, which include increasing productivity, improving work-life balance, and reducing company costs. A few companies, including Shake Shack, Unilever, a small automotive business, and Microsoft, have tried implementing a 4-day work week. But as for anything new, there could be learning curves. But the idea of a 4-day work week is gaining popularity. Thank you for listening to my presentation.